All right, welcome to the JJ Liberman Hour, a.k.a. the Cum Dump Hour, a.k.a. some people have said we should call this the GoonCast. What do you think about that?
I like the GoonCast.
JJ Lieberman's GoonCast?
That's a good one.
Should we do that?
Yeah, it's on brand.
Okay, so this is JJ Lieberman's GoonCast, a.k.a. JJ Lieberman Hour, just in case down the road I become more successful out of the 18 to 24 fan base, and people are like, Goon, what? Like, that is a thing. Someone came up to me last week, and they're like, I had someone have to explain to me what gooning was. Che DeRena had to explain to another friend of mine what gooning is. There is a lot, and I think this is what happened to me. There's a large percentage, and by the way, this is not what I want to talk about, but there is a large percentage of people that have no idea what gooning is. I had 2 years ago no idea what gooning is, but I was a serial gooner. I just thought I was wasting life away. I am wasting life away, but it's nice to know that there's a word for it. Like, there's people who are probably so far down a rabbit hole, smoking meth or smoking crack or shooting crack, and they don't know that we call them meth heads or crack heads. They're just out on the streets ruining the value of many downtowns. Many downtowns. Let me just fix this. That's how amazing my set is. This is not a green screen like most cheap people. Most cheap people sit in front of a green screen. This is an actual place. This is not the set. But anyways, I do have the computer open. There's nothing on here. Just pictures of people. That's what I do. I take, actually, if there's someone really hot, I don't know if I've ever said this here, but what I'll do is I'll screenshot them on my phone or on the computer. I'll screenshot, and then basically my background on my computer is really hot people. Like, some of these people are my friends. Although, the truth is, if I want to sleep with you, we can't be friends. I'm nice to you and you think we're friends, but I'm trying to smash. The people who are truly my friends, my closest brothers in life, oh, they're disgusting to me. Other people might find them hot, but I do not want to stick my penis near any of their holes. In fact, I don't even like hugging them, but they're like guys I'd go to war with. But if you're hot, you can't be a friend of mine, because it's that whole thing. Like, a guy can't truly be friends with a woman. Like, a guy cannot truly be a friend with a woman unless she's some bona fide pig, right? Like, can you be friends with a woman if she's good looking?
Well, yeah,
Stop it.
I've been engaged, I've been dating so long, I'm like asexual at this point.
Okay, that's a lie. He's just fucking lying to save face. So if his
girlfriend,
dude,
it's a great power. There's no longer that thing where like a woman be like, give me a drink, dude. You mean nothing to me. If you're not, like you said, a bro I'd go to war with, you have no power over me now. There's no laugh you can do. There's none of that nonsense.
So let me just say something. If a girl says, buy me a drink and we'll start talking, like, that's what they'll do on the dating apps. Like, they'll see I'm a comic from my pictures and they'll say, tell me a joke. You're blocked, bitch. How's that for a joke? You're blocked. You don't even know. You don't even know it's coming. It's like those people on the plane. The fucking Black Hawk just took you out. Next thing you're in the Potomac River, they're getting your body. Anyways, that will not be a clip because I do not want backlash for that. So anyways, we're doing this a couple days late because Lejean will know this, but you do not know this. I just flew back from Miami, and let me tell you something. It is not even America. It's not even a real world. Like, first of all, everyone in the service industry doesn't speak English. Like, I don't know what that is, and I'm not going to say they're all Spanish speaking, but every time I did Spanglish, I got what I needed. So I assume, I don't know, is that like a Cuba effect? Do you know anything about Miami?
Not really. I've never been.
Okay. It is, honestly, I don't know why you need to go anywhere else in America for vacation if you're looking. Like, Vegas and Miami have, first of all, they both have casinos. They both have escorts. They both have amazing food. The only thing that I think the problem with Miami is it's literally like everything's fake. There's probably not a real conversation in that town. There's probably not a real pair of tits in that town. And everyone's good looking. Everyone's manicured. For 2 days, loved it. But as soon as I was like at the end of day one, I'm like, I cannot wait to get out of here. Like, I just don't. It's too nice. And I was out there doing work for OnlyFans TV. So I'm there with porn stars, some of the biggest porn stars. And you would think that's great. You would be like, what? Living the dream. Yes, it's living the dream. But I had to do work. And I'm doing so much work. I'm up first thing in the morning. And it's like 15-hour days after getting up at 4 a.m. to flight. I didn't even want to fuck. Now, don't get me wrong. If the opportunity presented itself, I had Viagra with me. Now, am I that crazy to think that I'm in a house with porn stars that they'd be like, I want to suck your dick? And I'm really not into head. But why not? Like, I've seen what's that dancing bear? The dancing bear, and all these chicks are just happy to like be servicing this guy. So I thought there was a possibility that these ladies would laugh so hard that they'd be turned on. But I'll tell you what the fork in the road is. 90% of them were there with their man. So, and every time like I brought something up about like cuckolding and stuff like that, they all thought that was great. They were, even the guys, when I was hanging out with the guys on the yacht, because they rented a yacht for the photo shoot, which was unbelievable. Like, have you ever been on a yacht?
No, I want to so bad.
Really?
It looks so cool. I do get seasick, so I probably would just vomit the whole time, but it looks cool as fuck.
Yes. So it was one of those yachts. It was an $8 million yacht.
Yeah.
Like, $8 million. There was like the hottest person on that. Like, the porn stars were gorgeous, but the stewardess, that chick, was a smoke show. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, she's a 12 out of 10. She was so hot. But yeah, it's an $8 million yacht. I don't know if you saw the stories. It was like mind blowing. Not my thing. I was on for an hour and I'm like, okay, when do we go on? When do we get back to land? And they're like, oh, we have this for 8 hours. And I said, oh, great. I'm going to kill myself. There is a moment when you're on a yacht, if that's not your thing. Like, it's like music. And like, hey, look, if they're playing soft jazz, that's fine. But it's like dance. They had like that. He's a big DJ, Baddies Only, super cool dude. But he's like spinning, and I thought, this is how stupid I am. This big DJ who tours all over the world, comes on the boat, and they literally, this is the operation that's going on. They pick him up on land with jet skis. Jet ski him over with his suitcase. This is like, here I am with less than $1,500 to my name. I could never say that. They would throw me off the boat. They would throw me in the Atlantic to the sharks. And I did see dolphins. These people, if they knew how broke I was, they would have been disgusted. They would have been like sick to their stomach. I was kind of getting seasick, but if they knew how little money I have and I'm on their yacht and I'm pissing in the same bathroom. And let me tell you something. I also piss on the seat and I wiped it. This is how insecure I am about going to a bathroom in public. If I piss in the toilet, like I'm not lifting a public seat. I think that's the most disgusting. But if you ever go to those gender neutral bathrooms to make the 12 transsexual women in America feel comfortable, but if you ever go, like the real ones, I'm not talking about the ones who are like LGBT driven, like that have body dysmorphia. I'm not going to say that they're mentally ill, but those ones don't care about it. No. They don't care. They don't care about you. They'll walk into your 12-year-old's change room. Those fucking animals. See, I don't mind saying that because like, who could come after me? You know what I'm saying? You could like, you little pedophiles, like who could come after me? Who's going to come? That's the only thing the right and the left agree on is that pedophiles bad and dude walking into a women's bathroom, bad too. And then there's some people that will make the argument. I honestly don't care. I just like to kind of like fucking throw some, what is it? Bush to cause a fire. What was the thing? The brush?
Yeah, a brush fire?
brush fire. I'm just trying to cause brush right now.
Yeah.
Trying to bring back 2016 bathroom debates. That was one of the biggest causes that could win or lose an election in 2016. Your local election. I will not let men in women's bathroom. That was, do you understand? Like, not the national deficit, not money getting sent overseas, but where men or women take a shit, in which bathroom, won or lost you elections in 2016. I think we're way past that now, though.
Yeah, that shit saved me. I was high and accidentally went in the women's restroom because I was on my phone, and I realized in the stall in the middle of a shit, and I came out, and a lady looked at me weird, and I was just like, sorry, I identify as a woman, and then she just left me alone.
Well, you do have long hair. Did she not see the trouser snake?
No, she didn't see the trouser snake.
Sometimes you see the trouser snake. Like, that would be kind of gross, is like in a women's bathroom and the trouser snake come out. I did once, I used to have like this thing, and then George Costanza talked about it on Seinfeld. I'm pretty sure that I don't know if you can see Moses. You want to make a cameo, buddy? See that? You see what I'm doing this for? George Costanza talked about where, I think it was an episode where he could take a public shit in a city, and I was like a savage at that. I knew where to go, which hotels, especially in New York City when it had spots in Times Square. And I was like, I wanted to write a book on it, but I think he did something similar, and then I couldn't talk about it because then I'd be a joke thief. But anyways, yeah, the yacht at first was amazing. Then it wasn't amazing. Then it got amazing again. And when they'll take you out into the middle of the Miami, whatever it is. And after the first hour and a half, now you're just sitting there and people are on jet skis. There was no food, just a lot of alcohol. Again, I've said this before. People in that lifestyle, they love alcohol. They don't care. Like, I would have liked the bag of pretzels. They don't give a shit about that. And we're just like anchored in the middle of the Miami, whatever it's called. Not the Atlantic. It's the Miami something. And you're looking around. You see downtown Miami. You see Miami Beach. You see the Venetian Islands. And these homes are worth they're $30 to $50 million homes. And I'm like, I just want something to snack on. I'm fine. Like, I don't feel belittled. Like, I'm not like, oh, everyone's so rich. I'm like, again, they'd probably be disgusted to hear how little money I have right now. And I only have one credit card with $5,000 limit. If these people know that, like, they're the hottest OnlyFans, like, these OnlyFans models are making literally 6 figures a month. And I'm here thinking I might have gotten laid. I might get great free food, and I got none of that. But things do change when the sun goes down. Everyone, this is what's good about being around a bunch of hot women. Once they start complaining, shit's going to get done. Me and Che Arena, he's much more successful than me. But if we started it started to get cold on the boat, and I'm like, I can't go to the guy and say, ooh, I'm cold. So I just took a towel and I wrapped myself. I even said to him, so this guy who's a multi-millionaire, I think they're making like, I don't even know, 7 figures a month doing this shit. And right as we're about to go on the yacht, it's 80-something degrees, no clouds in the sky. So I go to him, young guy, killing it, great dude. I love the dude, but I go to him, and I'm like, hey, man, you got any suntan lotion for the yacht? And he just looks at me and goes, wrong dude to ask, bro. And I go, okay. And literally, like, that was the craziest thing about the trip. The penthouse was like a $10 million penthouse overlooking Miami. And we're just, again, there was just so many things happening. Tons of food, tons of snacks. But on the yacht, there was no food, just free alcohol. And then once the women start complaining, once hot women start complaining, there is a difference. Because if I'm with a 1 out of 10 and she's complaining, I'm like, you know what? Just gnaw on your ankle, you pig. You know what I'm saying? Get some of that extra fat off your bone. And, but these chicks, once 10 out of 10 start complaining, shit gets done. So I was like cold on the boat, very hungry. Been filming content all day. Only had a protein shake. I was kind of like throwing tips to these ladies. I'm like, oh, aren't you hungry right now? And they would like, yeah, I am hungry. You know? So they start complaining. So they get a reservation. And this is where Miami becomes it's a different world. They get a reservation. They go, we're going to Kiki's. And I'm like, I have no idea what Kiki's is. They're like, buddy, it's infamous. I'm like, well, I've never heard of it. It's dark. And let me tell you something when you're on a yacht. This is where it changed. It goes from, it's like a book. Great at the beginning, middle's boring, great at the end. And once the sun goes down and you see all the lights of Miami and you're on this $8 million yacht, I'm literally taking a photo and I'll send it to you and you can post. It looks like I'm in front of a green screen. It's unreal. And we're going to get food. And as we start turning into the inner harbor of downtown Miami, it's unbelievable. Like literally, it's just yacht after yacht. We saw Jerry Jones's yacht and the captain. They all know. Everyone knows everyone in the yacht game. And they're like, that's Jerry Jones' yacht. He has 28 full-time staff. He's not on the yacht all the time. So people are just living on the yacht, fixing that yacht for when Jerry Jones shows up. And I'm on an $8 million yacht right now. And Jerry Jones' yacht is 5 times the size of this thing. So based off math, that's a $35-40 million yacht. Easily. It's gorgeous. And so we're just pulling up. I think it's downtown. I don't even know what part, but there's like this whole area for yachts. And on each side is just restaurants and condos.
His yacht is worth $225 million.
Way off right there. You see the picture right there, the black yacht?
Yeah, it says it's a 357-foot long yacht.
Unbelievable.
It's it's almost as long as a whole football field. That's fucking crazy.
It's unbelievable. And this is like what's so crazy about a town like this. This is why you can't live in Miami unless you're like a crypto bro or you're like a captain of industry, one of those guys. Everyone has everything. You will not get fucked if you're just funny in Miami. You do not get, like in most other towns. I'm in Austin right now. I can get fucked based off jokes. They don't even fucking look at you. If you don't, $100,000 checking account, you loser. So we pull up to this yacht or this restaurant, Kiki's on the Sea. It was, dude. This is how crazy. This is a different world we're living in. They send the waiters on the boat to take our orders that we don't even get off the boat. We're just tied up, just sitting there. And like I'm explaining to the waiters, I'm like you, man. I'm just like you. I'm not like you. But then the waiters are like, you're nothing like me. The waiters, you realize, dude, the minimum spend for the yacht was $3,000 at the restaurant. Minimum spend. Everything in Miami, 20% gratuity included. So right there, $600. So the waiter on that one boat makes $600. We're only there for an hour and a half. So if he does 2 boats a night, that's $1,200. He's making $5,000 a week. He's making $250,000 a year. I'm nothing. Dude, custodians in Miami would spit on me. Someone cleaning shit in Miami looks at me and says, you again, because nobody's speaking English, he's like, you're nada, tu nada. Anyways, so that was a Miami trip. We got a lot of content done. Lost a lot of followers because of posting OnlyFans. Why is that, you think? Why do you think people are unfollowing because I'm posting OnlyFans? People are like saying in the comments, promoting OnlyFans girls. What is that? Is that now and this is the last thing. Are people unfollowing me because I'm promoting OnlyFans because they're like, you're a simp? Or is it because I think the Jews own OnlyFans? Which one is it?
I think it's maybe a combination. I think it's the first. I think it's like OnlyFans has such a negative connotation that it's like you're just getting shit on for being associated with it.
You think but is it simple? Like, what is it that...
Remember how, like, okay, everyone has a TikTok. My mom has a TikTok.
Yeah.
3 years ago, if you had a TikTok, people were like, "You're gay. You have a TikTok.
Oh,
What,
really?
do you dance on there?" Like when I
I
first
agree
started
with that,
posting
too.
on TikTok, comics were like, "TikTok is like, I'll never do
Oh,
that."
right.
It's the same thing where I
Right.
think people are like shitting on you because it's like, "Oh wow, you're selling out. You're just posting," and there's
I'm
the
promoting.
jealousy.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Of
It's a damn.
6 figures. Like bro, there's people making money for doing nothing. If you worked at Walmart all day and you knew that would piss me the fuck
So
off.
let me just say this, and then give me the light when we have to really go out.
Yeah.
These women, and I'm not even simping out. I'm no simp. I ain't fucking carrying none of these pigs' heels. These women work I was around them, they work their ass. Like I work my ass off all day. They're working their ass off, right? And I was asking Che, I'm like, does this come across as like, I'm not glitz and glamour kind of guy. And I'm like, is this Dan Blazarian? And they're like, no, there's a big difference. I'm not doing anything, Che. But it was interesting for people to say, don't promote this. I'm like, what I don't understand. So I'm hanging out with OnlyFans models. At what point have you followed any of my content? Me talking about joining the Mile High Club in an airplane, and I have like coconut oil and toilet paper and rubbing one out in a row. What if you follow that and then see me with Kazumi? What makes you unfollow? At what point? What's the difference? I'm not like bringing you over doing like John 3:18 or whatever those
Well, proverb.
I'm not doing a proverb. You came in because I'm not a pervert but a disgusting human being, and then you're getting mad that I'm hanging out with hot professional models. That's my dream. I was sleeping on a yoga mat 2 years ago in New York City, and I couldn't even beat off because my lower back couldn't take it anymore. I had no bed. I had to borrow $200 from my mother at 41 years old. And 2 years later, I'm on a yacht eating at some of the nicest restaurants in Miami, going home, just having the stroke of the lifetime in a like 4-star hotel. I didn't even need to get blown by them. I went back and I'm like, this is great. Stroke of the lifetime. I had a couch in my hotel room 2 years ago. Yoga mat for a bed. And people are unfollowing me? Fuck you. Go. I don't want you. I said that. I could have no fans, no followers. I had a little taste. Just a little taste. It was good. But anyways, I think that was it. We're going to talk about, what's that? Too long, didn't read. Justin Tucker busting his load on
5 massage therapists.
Yeah, but hey, with that being said, it's hard to kick a field goal.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard to kick a field goal.
It's hard.
Dude, it's one of those things you have to have like the perfect to get you posted a video of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, to get it through. I've kicked a 35-yard field goal when I was going to West Virginia University Institute of Technology. I kicked it. It's hard to get it through.
Oh, I kicked that. The video I posted was a 30-yarder, and I thought I blew my hamstring out. That's an extra point for them.
Yes, and the balance, what is it? The balance that you have to have of the world to get the ball through there. The balance of air, the balance of everything. And this is the last thing I'll say. So, for Justin Tucker to be probably arguably the greatest kicker in the NFL ever.
What's sad is this year he had such a fall off that like he lost the highest field goal percentage. He almost kicked himself out of like GOAT status, honestly.
And they're saying that's because he got a new snapper and a new holder.
Yeah.
Some might argue that's because he's blowing loads on massage therapists' beds. I don't know. Or maybe he wasn't, and he's like, I got to get back to it.
Yeah, because it was 2012 to 2016. He was banned from multiple.
And that's when he was Hall of Fame kicker?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the last thing, and we'll get out of here. Let me tell you something right now. This is what the normies don't realize. If you want great art, if you want great athletes, it comes at a price. That's why accountants are not musicians, because you need the R. Kellys to be urinating on people. Now, I don't, again, condone this behavior. You need Michael Jackson to be like Never Neverland. For great art, it comes at a risk. Me, no risk yet. Anyways, this has been the GoonCast. You want to tell where you can be found?
February 28th, right? We're down in Houston.
February 27th.
27th down in Houston.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you come February 28th, you're going to see better comics. You want to say your Instagram?
Yeah, at Brandon Lejean _ last name is Legend RE_. Check it out. I got some headlining dates and road work coming up in the future.
Fuck yeah. JJ Lieberman, we're out.